Thursday, July 25th. Today we have Andrew Work to talk about there's a big meeting that will go on in LegCo today. I thought LegCo no longer needs to have big meetings, right? They was in summer break, right?
Yes, well, officially. Well, actually, the actual official summer recess starts on August 1st.
Yeah.
The council meetings...
Oh, August 1st?
August 1st.
Well, thanks for clarification.
Yeah, so
they still have to work.
Oh, yes.
From now till the 1st of August.
They still have to work, absolutely. And maybe tomorrow we can talk at the last day before they're officially done. Maybe we can have a little talk about about what they're going to be up to over the summer.
Yeah.
But what's going to happen next day? When you say a big meeting, we've absolutely got something big going on. This is a big one. Is the Northeast New Territories New Development Area.
Okay. The NENTNDA.
I'm shocked and impressed you've got that memorized already. That's pretty good, Vincent. Wow. So yes, and the thing that's going to be big today is the deputations are beginning. Over 2 days, legislators will hear 153 deputations from individuals and organizations.
Wow.
Yeah.
153.
153.
In 2 days. And how many minutes for each one?
I was wondering that. We're going to find out. It's not going to be an hour each, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
It's, 153 in 2 days, I really question how much detail people can get into, or even organizations. We've only recently had the announcement this was going to happen, and I don't think there's going to be a lot of opportunity for anybody to have put any serious deep thought into this.
But what's the point of having a deputation of this scale then?
I think from a political standpoint, what you do is you kind of get the initial scope of resistance to this, because when you have that little time to look at it, and you have a deputation, you're going to get the first wave of people that have some kind of a problem with it. Right? A lot of them are going to be individuals standing up and saying, I object, because it's going to be noisy for 10 years while they build this thing up. So they want to see where the objections are going to come from, right? So they'll have a first cut of that, because there's no way that anybody's been able to do any long-term research, right? When the last issue of Harbour Times, we have a big article about the budget that LegCo has for doing research and for running their offices and for speaking to their constituents. And the bottom line of that piece was the budget has been designed to do a job that is completely different from what they really do. And so there's no way that anybody's going to have done the research on this. The political parties are slotted. They're down to present. They have to. But have they been able to do any research? I doubt it. Has anybody been able to do research? No way. So it's just going to be 153 short-term reactions, probably a lot of complaints, and I think the government probably just wants to get them out there so they can deal with them.
Yeah, I think most of the people would find the deputations extremely boring. But I would say I benefit a lot by have a scan through of all the deputation, because most likely than not is the longer-term complaint or the longer-term campaigns that will be coming in the future is already there.
Yeah.
Is already there.
Well, this is
and
it.
Some of the deputations members, or some of the deputations will group together and form a larger group.
Yeah.
Some of them will form alliances, and then these alliances will come up with new campaigns. And then in the future, these campaigns will grow bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So it's very important for government officials or observers like us to spot the right deputation, because once you spot it right and you deal with it early on, it won't become a big political crisis in the future. I think this is why today's deputation and also tomorrow's deputation is so important.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think that, for people like you and I to watch and guess what's going to happen, but I think, there will be people who will be watching those, who will be making deputation, watching to see who their allies can be. I talked yesterday about how Raymond Ho from Sai Kung has been really effective in building a coalition to oppose the stamp duty. There are going to be people watching every one of these 153 deputations to say, where are my friends? Where are my potential opponents? And the really savvy operators who are going to be engaged will start a process we call stakeholder mapping.
Yeah.
And that's a process of kind of laying out the political landscape and deciding who they want to put phone calls into to cooperate with, who to sideline. We've written about that a lot in Harbour Times, and I think that process will begin today.
Yeah. So I think, obviously, today's keyword is deputations. I think it warrants your attention to spend some time to take a look and also review and analyze what is going to happen in today's and tomorrow's deputations.